इसमें लगभग 18-19 स्टेट से डेलीगेट्स आए थे। हम इधर गुजरात स्टेट और महाराष्ट्र स्टेट का योगदान भी मिला, उन गवर्नमेंट के तरफ से भी डेलीगेट भेजा था इधर। तो हमारा इधर पूरा 5 रीजन से डेलीगेट्स आए। उत्तर रीजन से राजस्थान, हरियाणा, पंजाब, चंडीगढ़, दक्षिण प्रांत से आया आंध्र प्रदेश, तमिलनाडु, पुडुचेरी का योगदान है इसमें। हमारा पश्चिम प्रांत से आया, रीजन से आया महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात के। हमारा आया पूर्व प्रांत से झारखंड, उड़ीसा, पश्चिम बंगाल। उत्तर पूर्व प्रांत से आया त्रिपुरा, नागालैंड, सिक्किम। और दूसरा आने वाला था तो 18-19 स्टेट हो गया। 35 स्टेट हमारा भारत में है, यूनियन टेरिटरीज मिला के। तो इसमें से 18-19 आ गया, हम बहुत खुश है। ये इससे पहले भी नेशनल कंज्यूमर कन्वेंशन हुआ था आंध्र प्रदेश में 1993 में, 1993 में, 2003 में। इसका बाद 2006 में हुआ था झारखंड जामशेदपुर में, उधर ही रेजोल्यूशन लिया था हमने। जो 2007 में त्रिपुरा के कंज्यूमर्स प्रोटेक्शन एसोसिएशन, संक्षेप में हम CPA इंडिया बोलते, तो ये नेशनल कंज्यूमर कन्वेंशन 2007 बनाएंगे दिल्ली में। क्योंकि उत्तर पूर्वांचल में बनाएंगे तो ज़्यादा स्टेट से लोग कम जाते हैं, ज़्यादा स्टेट से नहीं आ पाता है, क्योंकि परिवहन समस्या है, दूसरा समस्या है, समय ज़्यादा लगता है। इसीलिए नया दिल्ली में ही बनाया। हमारा यहाँ का सहयोग मिला, बहुत संगठन के मिला, बिनती का संगठन मिला कि हम लिया था। लेकिन हम ये देखिए ना, हमने हमारा बैनर में क्या लिखा है, इन कोऑपरेशन विद ए ग्रुप ऑफ इंडियन कंज्यूमर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। हम 8 संगठन के सहायता लिया। कार्ड्स के जयपुर, AICC, ऑल इंडिया कंज्यूमर काउंसिल पुडुचेरी, VCC विशाखा कंज्यूमर्स काउंसिल विशाखापट्टनम, CPC तमिलनाडु तिरुचिरापल्ली, फेडरेशन ऑफ कंज्यूमर एसोसिएशन वेस्ट बंगाल कोलकाता के, दिल्ली के बिनती और राजकोट शहर जिला ग्राहक सुरक्षा मंडल राजकोट, त्रिपुरा वुमेन कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन दिया। इसके लिए ये सम्मेलन हो सका। हमने बहुत खुश है, बहुत आलोचना हुआ, बहुत समस्या के आलोचना हुआ। हमारा इधर टेलीकॉम रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया के प्रतिनिधि आए थे, एडवाइज़र आए थे, डेप्यूटी एडवाइज़र आया था। कल उन्होंने आज BIS से आया था, तो कल मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ तो हमारा सब समस्या, टेलीफोन की समस्या आलोचना हुआ। तो इन्वेस्टर्स के जो डिपॉजिट करते हैं बैंक में, शेयर में, कंपनी में, इसके समस्या की आलोचना हुआ। कंज्यूमर कोर्ट्स के जो समस्या है आलोचना हुआ। तो हमारा इसमें 5 सेशन था। इससे जो फूड सेफ्टी में, खाद्य द्रव्यों में क्या समस्या है, भेजल खाद्य होता है, कौन सा अच्छा है, कैसे समझा अपना स्वास्थ्य रक्षा करना, ये आलोचना हुआ। हमारा इधर जो टेलीफोन की समस्या बहुत आलोचना हुआ। हमारा इधर जो एक महत्वपूर्ण आलोचना हुआ, जो गुड गवर्नेंस, सुप्रशासन थ्रू कैसे जस्टिस इंश्योर कर सकता है। इट इज़ ए सेशन जस्टिस थ्रू गुड गवर्नेंस एंड क्वालिटी एजुकेशन। वहाँ स्वामी विवेकानंद के आदर्श के बारे में आलोचना हुआ। बहाई इंटरनेशनल के प्रतिनिधि आए थे, आलोचना किया। वो बहुत इंटरेक्शन हुआ। एकदम युवती जो इधर थे अपना उत्साह से आलोचना लिया। इसमें एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण सिद्धांत हुआ आज ये नेशनल कंज्यूमर कन्वेंशन, जातीय भारतीय सर्वभारतीय ग्राहक सम्मेलन बनाने के लिए 2008 में गुजरात में भावनगर ग्राहक सुरक्षा मंडल बनाएंगे। इधर एक सर्वसम्मत सिद्धांत हो गया। हमने ये चाहता है ये नेशनल कंज्यूमर कन्वेंशन में ये सिद्धांत होगा। साथ साथ इस साल में आया 18 स्टेट से, बाद में आएंगे 35 में, बाद में अभी है 100 आदमी, 100 लोग, बाद में आएंगे हज़ारों लोग, 10,000 लोग। ये मैदान में चला जाने होगा एक बार। ये आम जनता का आंदोलन बनेगा। ये हमारा इच्छा है। आपको सहयोग के लिए धन्यवाद है। नमस्कार।
Which channel you are? Total. Justice and good governance are the.
ये खाली कर दिया आपने प्रेस के लिए।
So after they go there, then we could see.
एक सेकंड। Where privileged Honorable Chief Minister amongst us in this National Consumer Convention 2007. On behalf of all of you, on my behalf, I welcome her. May I request Sikkim friend Tulsiram Bhandari to come in this period? Yes, Tulsiram Bhandari, please come in because we don't like to be alone here. So at least 2-3 persons should be here. And I request Pratiksha Trivedi of Gujarat to hand over the flower bouquet to the Chief Minister. Pratiksha Trivedi, a PhD in consumer protection, he has come for a long distance in Bhavnagar, Gujarat. Consumer activist. May I request our Nagaland friend to come over the dais with a flower bouquet. Our Nagaland friend, yes, to Chapia, please come to hand over this flower bouquet to Mr. Mathur, GC Mathur of Binti, who is the chief organizer in Delhi. Without his help, नहीं होता इनके पर्सन लिया और चीफ मिनिस्टर से तो प्लीज कम विद व्हाइल वी टॉकिंग इन द because there's 10 question और चीफ मिनिस्टर is around that's why maybe schedule say no
आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री जी, मैं ख़ास तौर पे आपका बहुत आभारी हूँ कि आपने एक ज़रा से इशारे पर चिट्ठी भी नहीं पढ़ी इनविटेशन की और आपने कहा कि नहीं मैं ज़रूर आऊँगी। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। और इस मौके पे मैं आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत भी करता हूँ दिल्ली में एक दफ़ा फिर, और ख़ास तौर पे अमृतलाल साहा का, जिन्होंने इतनी मेहनत से हिंदुस्तान के उपभोक्ताओं के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को इकट्ठा किया और कुछ बड़े महत्वपूर्ण बातों पे डिस्कशंस किए गए हैं। मैडम, आई एम स्ट्रेट अवे आई एम सॉरी माय PowerPoint presentation is not properly functioning, so I am going to straight away from the manuscript. Madam, the subject matter is consumer justice and good governance. Now, my first point is consumer justice, an element of good governance. Consumer justice is an important element of good democratic governance of a country, particularly where the variety of economic activities supposedly operate on the principles of free market economy, specifically in the globalized market. Market is not free if it is guided by promoters of any form of unfair business practices, negligent handling of consumers, unduly high price markups, cartelized supplies, or competition is missing, and or environment for the movement of consumers, there is no healthy environment. Number two is good governance limits the role, facilities of regulating the traffic in various economic sectors have been provided. This mechanism will not be considered effective unless it is made independent of executive control. Good governance demands creating a separate service of regulators on the pattern of Comptroller and Auditor General with an inbuilt system of traffic audit in the specific economic sector. Madam, governance as a witness is the point. Once industrial, commercial, trade, education, health, and the like services are and the policies relating to them are secured, delivery of the produce could be subjected to an agreement between suppliers and consumers. This is a point which is to be understood properly, that we want an agreement between the consumers and the suppliers of the goods and services. So, consumers. For example, once the Delhi government has taken a decision, it's identified acceptance of the service could be under an agreement with the consumer's body, and the government may only act as a witness to the facilities, thereby considerably reducing the government's role as an enforcement agency. It is suggested that this proposition be put to public debate. There are certain important factors in securing consumer justice. That is, number one, the most important, consumer protection councils at the center and in the state. Specific request will be to the Delhi government to please have the council constituted at the parliaments. Then, second is effective redressal agencies. The redressal agencies are not being effective in the sense that their compliance is very difficult. It's taking time. Then the responsible bureaucracy, role of consumer movement, that is search for imperfections and failures in the market, healthy competition in the market. See, opposition, this opportunity is taken for imploring the government to please constitute consumer protection council in the states, particularly I am suggesting for Delhi. For securing justice to consumers, the government with pious intentions established semi-judicial mechanism of three-tiered consumer fora for providing cheap and fast justice. However, the consumer fora are functioning with express dictum. What is the urgency? Besides this issue, consumer fora have devised novel methods of discouraging consumer organizations to take up complaints of the fellow consumers while strengthening the base for the presence of lawyers there. 80 to 90% of the penalties levied on the opposite parties consumer welfare fund, where funds are used for the welfare of the lawyers, and the lawyers are appointed in the name of amicus curiae. So it is our belief that justice to consumer will be secured by an active consumer movement in the market. Also, healthy competition may play a vital role in strengthening the economic base for the business and ensuring consumers a better choice of products and services at competitive prices with guaranteed quality as a package. I am of the firm opinion that competition is the mainstay of free market. Information under Consumer Protection Act. It is neither good governance nor consumer justice. I am sure the Honorable CM Sahaba, you would kindly look into this anomaly. Madam, another issue is maximum retail price. The consumer is facing injustice in almost every stage here. This is another example. Now, while fixing maximum retail price inclusive of all taxes, as has been done in the case of medicines by the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, the consumer who pays the taxes through the nose has been denied the right to information under Consumer Protection Act as at what rate the taxes are being charged and at what prices, keeping in mind the fact that consumer is not supposed to pay tax on the bargained sales price. Now, this is a great injustice to consumers. Only injustice to consumers, but also bad governance. Then unbiased consumer. Like the consumer movement, consumers and Binti are non-political, non-commercial and non-religious. Being voters, however, consumers form the largest constituency, and to this extent, we are all politicians. It is consumers' right to assess the political scenario and its implications and guide fellow consumers. Good intentions of the government in the presence of political compulsions are appreciated. 7. Evidence of good governance. Evidence of good intentions for good governance is visible in the enactments of the two particular acts. There are other acts as well. Consumer Protection Act in 1986 and the Right to Information Act in 2005 with Bhagidari system for implementation. widespread use of the 2X and the amount of critics and reviews being received are the evidences of evolution of good intentions leading to good governance by the government. Judiciary, advantage government. While the 2X are the constants in providing good governance, constant is also that could not be achieved through the executive action, but is got achieved through the judicial orders or activism. Unauthorized constructions and occupations are the examples. Madam, Bhagidari, an element of good democratic governance. Introduction of Bhagidari system in Delhi is a proof of involving citizens in the implementation and delivery of policies and programs of socio-economic uplift of your government. Consumer organizations, including Binti, eagerly look forward to joining hands in Bhagidari with the government, particularly in the launching of consumer clubs in schools, which have been held up now for the last 2 years. And I request, Madam, to kindly look into this particular aspect. Thank you very much, Madam, for this, because I know you have a very short time, so much obliged. Thanks a lot. We will now request you, because I'm told that you have a very limited time, to kindly end of life.
Can you see me? Yes, fine. Dear ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mathur, all the colleagues of the consumer protection movement sitting on the dais with me, and all of you who have come from across 20 states all over India. I don't want to take too much of your time because this is your valedictory session. And a valedictory session is the least popular session. Everybody wants to go away now. It's all over, so let's go home. So, keeping that, respecting that feeling that you must be going through, I have only a few things to say, whilst I agree with everything that Mr. Mathur has said. And I would also like to agree with some of the papers that I have been just going through, that whatever your suggestions are there, each one of them is valid. But I must tell you one thing, that please don't leave these suggestions only for the government to implement. Governments are extremely slow and sometimes very lethargic. They don't want to take on their shoulders things which do not concern them. Then we have a judicial system. Mr. Mathur also spoke about the judiciary and the courts and the consumer councils. Now those are very good in themselves, but they again take a very, very long time. If you want a redressal, a quick redressal, then if you were to go to the courts or go to any bureaucratic office, you will find that it will be months, if not years and decades before you get the kind of justice that you deserve to get. Therefore, my humble suggestion to you would be, all of us as a consumer, each one of us, wherever we may be, Prime Minister of India or the domestic servant who works in my house or your house, we are all consumers in some way or the other. And our interests have to be watched. What are our interests? Whatever we use or whatever we buy is safe, its quality is good, and it's at competitive prices. Now, competition comes around only if there is enough supply. I remember the time when in India, or rather in the whole world, Japan introduced one of those very small transistor radios. Many of you will also remember the time when we only had 2 cars in India, the Fiat and the Ambassador. Now those transistor radios which used to come into India were either smuggled, because they weren't allowed. We were going through a very difficult period of no foreign exchange, poverty, and far too much involved in our own affairs. My mother got from a friend of hers as a gift 1 transistor. And at that time in the 50s, I used to watch her hanging on to that transistor because she felt that even if her gold bangles went away, it didn't matter, but the transistor should not go away. Because that was her lifeline to the world outside, and it was so precious she couldn't possibly do without it. And that one transistor, the first in our family, lasted us about 12 years. Today, that is not the case. I remember the Fiat car was popular amongst the bureaucracy, and the bureaucracy had some advantages that we could get it earlier than others. There were people who had to wait for 20 years, 18 years, 14 years, 16 years to book their cars and get one. So what used to happen, that a lot of the bureaucracy used to sell their cars, buy it in their name because they were allowed one other car every 2 years or 3 years. So they used to sell that, and the premium that they used to get on that car, 40,000, 50,000, 20,000, went into their pockets. I remember the first few cars that my family bought in our family. Right? We always bought a car for 14,000 and sold it for 20,000 because the price, even if you had used it for 10, 20 years. Now, so competition and supply becomes the most important thing. Today you can walk into any music shop, buy any amount of music gadgets from radios and so on, and world displays or anything you feel like, and you can almost buy a car from off the shelf. So that is one way of ensuring the protection of the rights of the consumer and the quality, because the consumer has a choice to make. I will buy only this much, you will buy that much, I don't want to buy this, I don't want to buy that, but I have an alternative. If you do not have an alternative, then I think you are losing somewhere your right to be able to make a choice, and make not only a choice in pricing but also in quality. I'd also like to say that the recent act of right to information is a great tool in your hands, and people's movements can change the scenario. Mr. Mathur kindly spoke about our Bhagidari movement in Delhi. Bhagidari, literally translated into English, means governance through partnership. It's not enough for you and me to select a government, cast a vote and forget about it for 5 years. When they come to us 5 years later, promising us all kinds of things, then we'll think about who we want to vote for. Now, democracy is not that. Democracy is a continuous interaction. The government which is elected, and ours is a very vibrant democracy, the government which is elected has to be able to meet the aspirations of the people. If a particular community or a particular colony or a particular village says to us, a school building is more important, and the other one says, no, to us, a bridge is more important, that has to be taken into account. And it cannot be taken into account just because some planning commission sitting inside an office has decided that this will have a bridge, this will have a school, this will have a shopping center, this will have a flyover or a community hall or whatever it is. It's the people who have to continuously be vigilant about democracy. If you have governments, and if governments get to know that it is not only at the time of the vote that you are under a scanner, but you are continuously under the scanner of the consumer, then is the point that you really, the government, start beginning to work. For me, it has been, for us in Delhi, it has been a great learning lesson. That please remember, don't go to the people and say, I promise you this, I promise you this last time, I've done this. It's not a ledger. It's not a debit and credit account. It is a continuous interaction which we have to do. And consumers need protection not only for the supply of goods that they use, the edibles that they need to eat, the creams that they need to use, the hair oils that are sold to them, the cars that are sold to them, the mobile oil that is sold to them, they also need good governance. And good governance is the right of every individual, and especially so in a democratic setup. We are very fortunate that every 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, certainly maximum 5 years, a government has to go back to the people. I always tell the bureaucracy and those who are judges, you come in, nobody can take you out for the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever is the span of your job. But I, as a politician, I have to go back to the people every 5 years. You can keep me or take me out. Can you throw out a judge? No. You can only impeach him, and that's almost a task that is impossible. Can you take out a bureaucrat who took an examination, came into service and now sits there? The maximum you can do to him is shift him from that chair to that chair, or ask him to sit either on top of the desk or at the bottom of the desk. That's all you can do. So therefore, democracy is the consumer's biggest tool, the sharpest tool, and never failings tool. And the consumer movement in India will, I am absolutely confident, become more and more and more full of strength as India grows, as we grow on. Today, I have a choice. I remember the time when there used to be long queues for bread. If we got Britannia, we got it. Otherwise, we didn't get bread. The baker didn't have enough bread. We had no choice. Today, you can walk into any bread shop and take a choice from 100 breads. You can go to 100 shops and say, I like this shop, this is better than that one, it's cheaper than that one. So therefore, the consumer's right to have a choice in a democracy, which is his basic right because he has the right of choice even in getting the government that he usually wants. That, I think, is the crux of your strength and the crux of the beginning or the end of the problems that you face. As consumers, we all face problems. We know that sometimes we are taking medicine which is like chalk. Something must be wrong with me, so I took it. Nothing happened. Then I sent the packet to my doctor and I said, sir, you have given me this medicine, but it's tasting like chalk and it's melting in my mouth. Sure enough, it was a bad, spurious drug. Now, Mr. Mathur, in your movement, and all of you who are abroad, there are some basic things, life-saving things, is what we should now concentrate on. That is what my feeling is. You may differ with me. I am not here to teach you anything because I have come to learn from you. But there are some life-saving things. I remember a doctor also who used to give an injection. Not only a doctor, many doctors. A man has come from the village who feels that he can only get all right if he gets an injection. So what do? They charge him for that injection, 75 rupees, 80 rupees, and inject water. What is that, saline water, whatever they call it? Distilled water. Now these are the practices that we have to be very careful about, because they can mean a matter of life and death. A car must have its brakes running well. An aircraft must be running well, otherwise it will fall down, cost lives. So therefore, we also have as consumers to make our choices, but I do know that committed people like Mr. Mathur, who I've known for several years, and all of you who have come from faraway places to establish your solidarity, show your solidarity and change this world, I'm sure India will change and India will become the world's best trademark.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. It is my great privilege to say a few words in vote of thanks. Honorable Chief Minister Srimati Sheela Dikshit, all the participants from 20 states, from all the 5 regions of the country, has made this National Consumer Convention 2007 a grand success. We thank all the co-organizers, namely Crafts of Jaipur, All India Consumers Council of Pondicherry, Vishaka Consumers Council of Vizag, Visakhapatnam, FCAWB of Kolkata, CVC Tamil Nadu of Tiruchirappalli, Tripura Women Consumer Protection Forum, Rajkot Grahak Suraksha Mandal, Binti in Gujarat, TRAI, BIS, Baha'i International, from whom there were speakers. We thank all the media personnel for giving support to us, Indian Social Institute, infrastructure facilities they have provided. And then we all thank the volunteers for the continuous cooperation for the last 10 months in organizing this convention. We also thank the VSO India, which is an international NGO, and provided all the logistics in Delhi. Although we were not in Delhi, all the helps have been provided by them. Everything has been done, preparation has been done by them in Delhi. And definitely, without whose help this would have not been possible. He is Mr. Mathur of Binti. He has done this. He has seen that it has become a success. I think you will agree that this national convention has become a grand success. We thank everybody. In brief, we said that in this convention we have discussed in 5 sessions. One is good session, another justice for investors, third is justice for telecom consumers, justice through good governance and quality education, and functioning of consumer court. These are the 5 sessions we had. And in this National Consumer Convention 2007, it has been decided that the next National Consumer Convention 2008 shall be held in Gujarat, and it shall be organized by Bhavnagar. We hope the Honorable Chief Minister, National Capital Territory of Delhi, all the state governments and even the Union of India shall come forward with all the necessary help and assistance, because in a National Consumer Convention, government help is necessary. Otherwise, it is not complete. All the stakeholders is not complete if government is absent there. Because in this convention also you have seen it has become successful, because government like National Territory Delhi government has become with us, the Gujarat government has come with us, Maharashtra government has come with us, some other governments have come with the help, assistance we desire, requested. I think in the next convention, more and more states and the Union of India will come forward on more and more assistance. And we have mentioned in this convention, Madam, I want to mention one thing. In 1986, we got the Consumer Protection Act. During the period of Rajiv Gandhi, who was Prime Minister at that time, and we have honored by giving one photograph. And we have also honored the Swami Vivekananda, because the National Award on Consumer Protection has been renamed after his name, Swami Vivekananda National Award on Consumer Protection. We have welcomed you in our humble way. We are grateful to you, Madam, and we wish you good health and good long life. Thank you, Madam. Thank you. And we shall close with the next session. Please come.
Okay, I'm here.